Welcome to the Max Rally preview for round 7 of this year's FIA World Rally Championship. It is the Rally of Sardinia. We've got something a little different this year. Gentlemen, Sardinia. It's always hard, it's always tough, but it's 2 days, Richard Rogers from Max Rally. 2 days of hard toughness this year. What do you make of that? It's a bit silly, isn't it?
It's 2 days in massive heat as well. It's boiling today, Colin. I'm very surprised. We're very early in the morning still, but it's very hot. And this is obviously going to get hotter and hotter. And as you say, 2 days of intense competition. Very little let up. Tomorrow, only a remote service during pretty much the whole day. So very tough whole day out there tomorrow. And obviously then it's not much easier on Saturday either.
Words of wisdom from the wise one. David Evans from Autosport magazine. David, Richard talked about it there, the heat that we've got here. Do you know what? Last year, remember boys, we saw that incredible tyre wear where Ogier in the Super 2000 car won a stage. We've got temperatures about 15 degrees hotter than that this year. Similar sort of sections. Tyres are going to be shredded.
No, I think that they'll be on top of the tyres this year. They're ready for it. They know what's coming. I suspect you look as though you know a lot more than me. I'm not sure. I can't see them. You know, we saw them get through Acropolis. What was it, 2 weeks ago? In temperatures which weren't far short of this. And Acropolis would be a bit more abrasive than this. You know, it's more of a sandy surface here.
To be honest, Acropolis was quite cool by Acropolis standards. You know, remember we had that cold day, didn't we? On Friday, wasn't it? Was it Friday? It was pretty cold.
I don't remember a cold day in Greece, in fairness.
You weren't on top of the mountains. You were in the lovely warm media centre down in the service park.
That's a good point, yeah. No, fair enough.
But yeah, it is going to be interesting. We do have 2 days. Remember, Greece was 2 days as well. It is rough and tough out there, Richard. The first day of Rally Sardinia last year gave us some of the most dramatic action we'd ever seen. We had the night stages, obviously, Thursday night, but then Friday morning, Sebastian Loeb, the shock of the year almost, that mistake he made in the Monte Lerno stage. What do you reckon? Are we going to see that kind of drama, excitement so early on this time round?
We saw it in Greece 2 weeks ago. We had an epic start to the event with what, 3 or 4 top line drivers all having problems. The rally was pretty much changed just in that one stage, and without a doubt this event has always had that level of drama, and you're going to get that this year, no question. And you've also got the fact that we're going into the summer break now. There's obviously a lot at stake here. A lot of drivers need to prove themselves. We're going to have an amazing day tomorrow.
Yeah, I suppose we're standing outside the Abu Dhabi Ford. No, we're not. Where are we standing? I'm in the wrong part of the world, aren't I? We're in Qatar. It's the Qatar M Sport team, isn't it? Not Abu Dhabi. These are the guys that have got something to prove. Novikov showed stunning pace. Obviously, when we were in Greece, it all went wrong from a bit too early. Well, young, I was going to say Mikkelsen. I'm getting all my people and names and places mixed up. Young Osberg. Osberg has shown really good pace all year. I think those are the two boys, perhaps with Mikko Hirvonen in the Citroen, who really desperately need a result before the little break we're going to have in the mid-season.
I'd add Sordo to that list as well. I know he obviously got a good podium, a very useful podium in Greece, but it wasn't through pace. It was through being very, very sensible and driving very well. He still needs to step up again and show a real sort of event-winning pace as well, which is really yet to do. And I think, yeah, you hit the nail on the head with the two Qatar M Sport drivers there.
Qatar.
Exactly.
That's why you're the wise man, because you don't make mistakes like I do. You are the wise man. You're the second wise man, David Evans. Just pay attention, David. Pay attention. I know there are many distractions here in Sardinia. Cars are one. There are others though. David Evans slightly distracted. Pay attention. Listen to the wise man.
Thanks very much, Colin, for that. Yeah, we are, as you say, we're entering this point where we've got where we've got a month off now, and drivers have not necessarily had the best of start of seasons. Mads Osberg was saying yesterday that he comes to this event after having a very good result on a Norwegian Championship event, which he won. There's a massive confidence boost for him, and I think without that, he'd obviously be even play more catch up here. But at least he's got that under his belt, so maybe he can sort of no pressure on him now. He's perhaps a bit more relaxed, just go out there and do what he can do. And he likes this event. He's done it quite a few times now, so I think we'll see a good performance from him, no question.
I judge the relevance of that statement by the fact you got two from the second scribe.
Always very encouraged when I get that, because I know if I've said something and he does that, then it's quite good. And often when he doesn't write something down when I'm talking, then I think, I've said something wrong, so this is good.
David, Rich has very well summed up who has to do well here, who has to perform. Give us your top 3 here.
It's hard to look past Ogier for a win. Mikko second, and Latvala third.
That's not the result these boys want, is it? I think I think David could be pretty much on the money there. I'm not quite so sure about Mikko Hovinen being second, although we do know that he is the most consistent driver, boys. I'm going to give you a 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to say that Osberg is going to win this. I just have a feeling that Osberg has got something about him this weekend. Ogier is going to have a small problem somewhere. Maybe a little puncture somewhere, a little bit of broken suspension somewhere. But will still be blindingly fast and will finish in second. And I'm going to put in third place Danny Sordo.
Where do you stand on Ogier, though? Last week he was saying that he doesn't need to win here. Winning's not important. He wants to win the world title. Winning rallies doesn't mean anything to him. So maybe you're right with Osberg then.
What tosh! What absolute tosh! Do you seriously believe that? I've only heard him saying that once before, and he said it through gritted teeth in Monte Carlo.
He said it on Friday of last week.
Tosh.
In front of a live international media audience.
I've never met a man more determined to win. He gets in that car and he might say these things because he's a very intelligent, very considered man. So he might say these things in the quiet of a press conference.
And I actually think at that point he means it. He genuinely means it, because that's a sensible thing. He doesn't need to win rallies. He can finish second in every event. But then you get to the start of the stage and he can't help himself. No. He is that talented. We saw this in Power Stage in Greece. He had no split times. He had nothing to drive to. So he just did what came naturally. 9.9 seconds quicker than anybody.
And that's the measure of the boy. Ogier is, let's make no mistake about this, Ogier and the Polo are the class of the WRC field right now, and he will win this event. He will win it unless he has a problem or he has a bit of a moment and decides he doesn't want to win it. I don't believe that for 1 second. Ogier, I think, will win it, mind you. But I'm still putting Osberg up there because you never know. It is a rough, tough event, this one. We have seen all sorts of things happening here in the past. But to stay on top of what's happening here, and boys, thank you very much indeed, by the way, for your wonderful, insightful contributions. But to stay on top of all the action, all the drama, all the news, all the gossip, go to maxrally.com.